Hello, this is Godel. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight static puzzle series. Today, we are going to be focusing on finishing up this quest I missed yesterday, or in the prior episode for you, in the Lucent Waters. So we're going to go do Area Insight, and then also going to be doing the Ancient Court, and we're going to be going around the Lucent Waters and checking out and completing all of the static puzzles in Lucent Waters. So without further ado, let's get started on that. Let's take a quest with us. Let's see which quest we're most likely to finish. I actually think we are going to be doing the Ancient Court first. Ancient Court does have a handful of hidden objects, so we're gonna take the hidden object quest for now. Do Ancient Court. Can we sneak into Ancient Court? Hold up. Ancient Court is this Enclave right here. That is not the correct matchbox there. But this one is. Wait. Nope, it's also not the correct one. Alright, well, we have snuck into Ancient Court, even though we do not have it unlocked. Oh, and this is the first, this is the first Enclave that has Sightseer, so let's go ahead and grab the Sightseer upgrades. Apologies, a non-coherent speech here. Just trying to get everything sorted out. Alright, let's go back and activate the Enclave. It was like, you got in here without activating it. Oh, so clever. I don't know if it breaks anything, but just want to make sure it does not, so. Alright, let's get going here. So, this is a, this is an Enclave of matchboxes. That, I was just like, why did that not work? Matchboxes, hidden objects, sightseers, and hidden rings. Thank you. That was like very good timing of that hidden ring. And hidden archways too, apparently. Oh my. So many things. Oh. This is actually this matchbox here that's up here in the ceiling. This is notoriously hard to find if it's your first time playing it and you're not looking in the right places. I remember spending quite a long time trying to find that individual matchbox. So this is the first place you go to that kind of has matchboxes in a static location where it's like, okay, here. These are not in trivial to get places, so like this matchbox right here is matched with... Where to go? This one, right? So it's kind of like, there's like a building in between that. So where can we stand so we can see both of them? Actually right here. Perfect. So I'm gonna grab those. See what else we got going on over here. Here's another one. This one here on this corner matches that one that's over there. So how can we get them both? Not from here, that's for sure. I'm actually gonna go grab the other daily quest really quick, so I will be right back. Just gonna disappear right here. Woo! Okay, I'm back. I just went and swapped my daily quest there since the one I had picked up, complete 8 hidden objects puzzles. Did it quite quickly, so I went ahead and swapped it for the complete any 30 puzzles challenge. Alright. So, just going through here. Let's pick up this lore so it stops shining over here. Technically, we've already done the primary goal here, but of course we know this is the static puzzle series. 100% completion is the name of the game for us. Let's do Sightseer. So we haven't done these before. this is not the correct matchbox. Where's this matchbox real quick? Ah, it's that one. So the way these puzzles work is they basically give you an image, and you want to find where those images are IRL. And by IRL, I mean in the game, somewhere else in the game. So let's just look around. We are looking for, you can press G to make it bigger, and then we're looking for this matchbox, the kind of the 2-dot dice matchbox, how to describe it, which is right here actually. So we have this one, and we can see that green matchbox in this frame. So we know that we need to be kind of having this at an angle from above. And it looks like in the matchbox there's also an archway, so... Or not archway, but a rooftop. Yeah, that's what those are. So let's go over here and line it up. You need to line up both your positioning and your perspective, so you're basically looking at almost the same thing in the sightseer. And once we click there, it's gonna finish the puzzle. Parallax is when you actually have your what's close to you and what's further away. They will move at different speeds. So using parallax to solve sightseers basically means like, okay, well, here you got the thing that's right in front of you lined up, but also look at that tree that's like 100 meters away and line that up as well. Alright, so let's do another sightseer. I'm not gonna yap my way through this one. I will pick up a hidden ring on accident though. Alright. It looks like it's this one right here. So you can see I'm in the roughly correct area, and the sightseer outline has turned white. But in order for it to finalize, we have to make it gold. So we can see here I have these pillars aligned. No, I don't. I have this first pillar aligned on the left, but the right pillar in the actual matchbox is not aligned. So I need to pivot such that they are aligned. And this is not perfect, but close enough. Whoop, I disaligned it. There we go. And of course, look for prominent landmarks in your sightseer. The sightseers, when you buy the mastery bonus, you get basically a time trial on them. The faster you solve them, the more mastery and sparks you get. It's generally pretty easy to solve them in under a minute, which is the score for, yeah, you get plus 80% in a minute. I don't know if these stack up. I don't know if it's plus 25 and plus 50% and plus 80%. That's kind of huge if it is, but I think they're separate. Anyways, let's look at this matchbox again. So we know we have one on the other side of this wall, and then that one need to match up. So how can we do that? Let's look at some other places we can stand where we can see both of them at the same time. Here, perhaps? You can also use your markers here kind of as a visual aid of where those matchboxes would be. Looks like we can't really get a line of sight on this one over here. Let's go on top and see if we can get a line of sight like that. So here we go. We can see that one. And we can see that one. Perfect. Clear our marker there. Do another sightseer here. Looks like we're looking off in this direction. I see these blue plumes in the back, in the background here, which are the different enclaves. And then I see this double palm tree here in the foreground. So I think we want to be right here. Yep, and then just line it up. Level 20. Alright, looking for more matchboxes here. I see this squiggly squiggles matchbox, and I saw the other one over there. Nope, it's right here. What else do we have to do here? So the interesting about this enclave is that it's actually another one of the enclaves that requires 100% completion to earn all the mirabilis. So you can see we just found the last hidden archway and it gave us a mirabilis for that. Looks like this one is here looking at this from this rock. We have one more sightseer, one more hidden ring, and one more matchbox. Let's actually go ahead and use our waymark to mark the matchbox. We just want to find the green version of that one. And then we're looking for the other sightseer. Oh, here's the sightseer. Let's do this one. Oh, here's the matchbox. Do that as well. Alright, sightseer now. This hidden archway here is the one that's in the center of the court, so... And then that red matchbox in the left side of it is that one over there, so we want to be up here somewhere. Let's try on this wall. No, need to go a little further. We got the archway, as you can see, is lined up here with the picture, but the matchbox over there in the left is way off, so we need to rotate our perspective a little more. This looks good here. Line it up. Nope. There we go. Sometimes you just need to do a little wiggle. I think I see the last hidden ring right here. Alright. There we go. Enclave 100% complete. Alright, we are going now to the... Gosh, I already forgot what this one was called. Free matchbox, I'll take that. This quest right here. Area insight, okay. Let's see what this place has to offer us. We've kind of already been doing some advanced puzzles without having, like, necessarily the game taught us all the knowledge, but it's, you know, prior knowledge I already knew. So these two 12s are going to connect, these two 5s are going to connect, and these 7s are going to connect. Okay. Alright, what are we looking at here? So these 5s over here probably need to connect. This 3 needs to go there, like so. Oh, okay, this one is more of a mess to look at. So let's block any of these 5s from finishing. Now this 4 has to come out. Alright, from here I think it's pretty straightforward. Yep, that looks good. Multi-area insight. Basically figure out which number goes together. Well, we know none of these go with the 1, so start with that. Alright, 9. We need 2 more blocks, so it's not this one. That would give us 4 more blocks, so there's 11 for that. That one's done. And need 3 more blocks here. Alright, the initial condition, or the initial... what's it called? Requirement. That's the word. The first requirement for this enclave is complete. Let's finish the rest of it. So can't connect to those. Alright. Those are done, those are done, that one's done, this one's done, this one's done, and that's done. Okay. Do want to think about where I'm going with these. I don't just want to connect random 5s to random 5s. This one, for example. Well, this 5 has to connect to this one, and then this has to connect to that, so they both have to be connected. That's what I mean, though. Basically, I just need to think for a second before I do things. Because here, for example, is a different situation. Does this 5 come down this way? Or does it go down this way? Alright. Well, let's look around what else is happening over in the rest of the puzzle. This 4 here, it can go either like that, so it can either kind of stay to itself, or it can go and share with this one here. In either case, it can't have the 5 coming out this way, so we know this 5 is going to go over here, and now we know this 5 does not connect to that set. What else can we see here? Oh, this 4 is done now. This 5 could kind of stay sequestered back here, but it could also come out, so... it cannot come out anymore. So, finish this one. There we go. Alright, quest complete. And now we move on to the static puzzles of Lucent Waters. The challenging logic grid. So the first set of those is right over here. We have a two 2-star puzzles and a 4-star puzzle. Oh man. Alright, let's get started on the 4-star puzzle. And I vaguely remember this one. So let's see. Basically, we are looking at... Our rules state that we have to have one symbol per dark area and light area. So every tile on this board has to be connected to a different color. There's not going to be a tile out here that's isolated from any other color. Which means that anything that's like in here, these light tiles, are going to have to connect to another light tile with a symbol. So this G, for example, we're going to have to bring them down to this G. But we also have to bring them down to a G such that the other dark cells in here can go where they need to go. So we know that these belong to G. Kind of have to figure out what belongs to what and then start making a path between them. We also know that there's some kind of paths through the middle. For example, a light cell could come through here and connect these from this side to this side. So these could belong to C, or it could belong to F or G. So we're gonna need to figure this out. I think we are okay, though, to start by kind of paving the dark cells in the back. And for this puzzle, I probably will use insights a little bit more liberally just to make sure we don't, like, get 50 steps in and then we've made an error. So far, so good. It's telling me, hey, look at this tile. I didn't mention the other 2 rules, but don't make any squares is something we have to keep in mind. Okay. And I'm gonna probably pause a bit here as I kind of think through this, and then I'll come back when I have some additional moves thought out. But first things first, looking at the insight here, if we put a dark tile here, we're gonna have an isolated white tile in here to block the 2x2 here, so we know this one has to be light. And then from there, it's kind of like, okay, I think we have all of our gimme moves done. So we're going to have to start thinking here quite a bit. See if there's any other formations here where if we were to put a light and dark against like a tile here, it would just completely isolate something. Here's another example. If we put a dark here, this is going to isolate a light cell here. Got to put a dark cell there now. Anything else of that nature? Not that I'm seeing right this second. Alright, I will be right back again. Looks like if we if we put a light cell here, this is going to be isolated, so that has to come down. And then same if we put a dark cell here, we're going to make an isolated light. So make this one light, this one dark, light, light. And then this is not going to be able to connect this way. That would block that one in. So go that way. This is locked in up there. Basically what we're doing is, it's kind of hard to see, but we have like stripes through this grid here. And they're not like straight stripes by any means. So this corner up here is going to be one light area, and then there's going to be a light area down here, and then there's going to be this stripe in here kind of blocking that. But we have to kind of like weave the dark and light cells between each other here to get all of the necessary cell connections that we're going to need. Still a question, though, of which connections go with which. So I'm looking here. I think these light cells are going to have to go with this F. And yeah, I'm thinking these are going to be F. These are going to be G down here, maybe. These over here are going to be C. All right, this is almost certainly going to be A over here. I'll go ahead and fill that one in. Does this A come around and grab this one, or does the E come up here and grab it? Well, if the E comes up here and grabs it, then the C can come around and come out still. So very tricky situation we have going on here. Let's see if Insight has anything to say. Oh. It has something to say that we've made an error, so let's undo till we get over there. Okay, what did we do wrong over here? I guess I did not consider, I mean, it must just be that the D doesn't come over there, and I assumed that too early. This light cell here must then come this way. And I know I just kind of did like, whoops, take a hint and then know the answer, but in this case, it's kind of hard to figure out what the correct solution is here for this. It is quite a challenging puzzle, so the hints exist there to use them, and I will take it, but I'm not gonna just like spam it here. So let's keep going here and see what we need how we need to figure this out. Oh, yeah, and I believe that one's gonna be good like that. There's no reason for it to be light, so if I just start doodling over here, it's gonna be a big catastrophe. So one of these is gonna have to be light, and one of them is gonna have to be dark. But depending on which one is light and dark is also gonna dictate what's light and dark here. So if this one is dark, that one is light. It's really depending on, do we want a light cell to come over here and then hit these, like from the C, or do we want the dark cells to come out here and then this one comes from this angle? Well, if we have something come from this angle, it's going to make a light cell here, which will make a dark cell here, which will make a light cell there. So then it wouldn't matter what's here. So if we ever find a puzzle solution where it doesn't matter what's there, that means we know that whatever we did over here was incorrect. So this one has to be dark, and we can foresight verify that. Yep. That's I think that technique is called decoding puzzle uniqueness. So because we found one solution that makes two other valid solutions, and we know that puzzles always have one unique solution, we know that whatever we did over there was incorrect. Alright, now look at this tile. What do you want me to look at here, though? I'm gonna just click here to clear the question mark so it's not in my face. Let's think about how we want to separate this G and H. So we have this D over here. The D is probably going to come out this way, and then pick these up. Does this H separate that, though, is the big question. And I'm thinking, now that I'm looking at this, that doesn't look correct. Yep, Foresight says nope. So that was just a hunch that it was not correct, so I will accept that I figured that one out. So I think this H is the one that has to come up here. This also looks incorrect, though, so... Yep, of course. Jeez. In fact, does this H need to come out at all? Not sure yet. These advanced separate the letter puzzles are clearly beyond me. What if we have our H go over here and grab these guys? The D is now separated. All of these tiles in here need to get to the D then, so let's do that. No, that's not right. So this has to get out of there. What a disaster. Undo, 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 undo. I'm not even gonna keep that H connected. I think we probably want to smash this up here against the ceiling. Okay. Nope, again, see, we've also done something where it doesn't matter if this is dark or light, so we know what we did originally is wrong. Whoops. So we know that we do not just want this as tight as we can have it up here. Which solution did I do? Did I do this? Yeah, okay, so we want this. So now there's a different mistake. What have I done? Okay, everything's fine up until here. What we had before was wrong. This is correct as of now. There would be no reason for a light tile to ever come up here, so I'm going to go ahead and seal that one off. Let's try to figure out why the error I made there is an error, though. Probably because we can just pick up the dark tile there, that makes sense. Now this C has to get across over here. Looking at this side of the puzzle, I think this dark does need to be connected to that one. This dark needs to come out now as well, and it's gonna have to go to this one, which is gonna have to go to that E at that point. So, I think now we can kind of smush things up here. Hopefully that's correct. Alright. Nope, not correct. Though not catastrophic, because we can just... Never mind, it is catastrophic. If we go the other way here, yeah. Something wrong. What did I put to get myself into this situation? Do I have a foresight available? I feel like there must be a different error here for there to be like, hey, buddy, done goofed. Let's use a foresight here as soon as this gets off cooldown, and then see what's going on here. Okay, well, everything here is correct. So this has to go here, this has to go here. I need to figure out what's actually going on in here. This has to go like that, so that light can escape. Oh, okay. This tile I had placed up here was not correct. Phew. Alright. Question here being, do we want to make more room for the light over here? Let's assume if we're saying connect all light and dark cells, and this is a mini grid between D and F, we have to make sure we don't have any checkerboards. So do that. Maybe that would be a better way to approach this, is that I have to decide, hey, B and A over here, I need to connect all light cells. No checkerboards, right? So B and A, between B and A, there's no checkerboards. Between B and D, there's no checkerboards, but between like B and C, for example, there could be a checkerboard. Anyways, ooh, the 4-star puzzles are a little bit much for me when it has rules I'm not super used to. Hidden cube, shush. Anyways, let's go on these 2-star ones. Hopefully they are not as bad here. I mean, the puzzle itself was pretty cool puzzle, I would say, but I'm bad is the problem. All right, so we got connect all dark cells. Don't make this pattern. No squares, and then 1 symbol per light area. So this light cell down here has to come out and connect to something. Probably going to be the A. So this is kind of a Nurikabe kind of situation, except we have a nondescript length cell over here that can basically reach anywhere. So... and we do have this 3 down here to deal with, and the 8 up here. This B is definitely going to need to come out because something is going to have to block 2x2s from forming up here. In fact, I think that's going to have to block that there. I think we're fine to just go ahead and assume it comes up here. Do we want to put it against the wall? I don't think so. I think it needs to come up here, like so. And let's just assume there's like dark cells here. It's going to come like that. The dark cells can come around it. This 3 can kind of fill in this area. Okay. The 8 up here. So everything down here is already connected. We just have to worry about getting this into here, which is mission accomplished. This A is hugging the wall over here, so we know this has to come through up here. Let's go ahead and fill that in, and then the 8 looks like it just fills in this area here. Alright, cool. Much easier puzzle than that one. Alright, and now what's happening here? Don't make an S, don't make a T. So I haven't really talked about don't make a T, but don't make a T is basically a rule that says everything you make, it needs to be, you can't have any forks. So you need to make like a straight line or a straight line with bends, and basically you need to make like a little snake. So we need to make a snake between the letters here, just looking at this. And don't make an S means we can't have any sharp curves, so we can't go and then turn and then go and then turn again. So everything we do needs to be basically we need to go at least twice in one direction before we turn. So let's see, how are we going to get this B out of here? Because B has to go over here. So we could go this way, or we could go this way. We can't go here, because if we go here, we need to use an S to escape. So, unless we go this way, I guess. Arg. Let's try to visualize our connections here. So, we have to have C kind of come through. It can't really go this way because A and B are going to be going up here. We have to have C go through these E's, I think. and then go over here, over this D, and then D can come over. Let's go ahead and do that. That looks promising. How specifically though? Well, we need space for E. So let's assume E is going up like this. And then... Ooh, that's right, we can't do an S turn, so we need to do our turn earlier. We've done the S anyways. Apparently I don't know what it means to not do an S. Okay, so we can go down here. Gotcha. So we can't go down again because we'll make an S. So we're just going to stay here, I guess. And then we can't make an S, so we're going to come up like that. Go around the C. Okay. That looks good so far. Something's going to have to be touching this white tile. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be touching that one. These can't connect here. These are done, so let's seal them off. I might regret this later, but that's okay. The B... Oh, the B can't come down here because then it's going to intersect that light tile, so... Let's go out and then turn. Nope, that is too sharp of a turn. Needs to come up, then down. Again, we need to not turn so sharply. There we go. That looks good. Don't make a T pattern is, I think it's pretty straightforward, but the don't make an S pattern is the one that always throws me off there. Alright, going on to our next static puzzle. Grabbing some freebie puzzles that are just basically sitting in the open. And I'm going to actually hop up here really quick. This is where the next static puzzles are anyways, but collect another quest. Okay. Next static puzzles are... Whoa, don't fall. That was close. I landed on the edge of the platform right there. Alright. Next static puzzles are here. And they are the proof type puzzles. The underclude. That's what they're called. Alright, and here we need to consider that this A has to go to the B. If we go between the B's, it's gonna block in the B's. The B's can't go behind the A, so the A is gonna have to go this way, around the B. Connect all dark cells as well, I might need to consider. Where else do letters have to go? Well, this is going to be coming in here and blocking off this connection. So the dark cells have to come in from the side over here. And they're going to have to come up here behind the A. Excuse me. Alright. What else? The B's are going to be coming in here, so the dark cells are going to have to go around the B's. The light cell has to get through there, it has to get through here, and it has to get through here. Alright, what else? What else do we know has to be true? Four tiles left to go. I mean, just looking at this, I'm not seeing anything that I know has to be true, but there has to be something here. I don't like to use foresights on underclude grids either, because it really gives the answer away. I mean, there's like, how many tiles are here? Like 50 tiles where I could still put something, but if I hit foresight, it's going to tell me exactly where it goes instantly, so it's kind of like, okay... puzzle solved, basically, at that point. Let's see. Because this dark doesn't have to cut across over here. It could come, like, down here. It could come even Yeah, it could come as far as down here, and the bee would still be able to get around. I guess I don't think we could have a light cell right here. Could we? I mean, yeah, we could still have a light cell here, because B could then just swoop over here. We could have the light cell come in over here, and have the dark cells come and fill out over here. Okay, so I think I could have made an error somewhere else, but I don't think I can have a light cell anywhere up here, because then this would be separated from that, so like that, right? Yeah, these all have to be dark up here. Because this A is going to cut that in half. The A, we don't know what it's doing. But now I've put 3 more tiles than I should have, so... where could those have been? Let's hit... I'm going to hit a foresight just to see where I made a mistake. Okay, well, never mind. I guess I was probably right up until this point here. So this one could be a light cell? Oh, it could be a light cell because it could just be like this, and there can just be a light cell up there by itself. I'm being silly. I thought we were still playing with all the light cells have to connect to something. That is my bad. Okay, we can't have any... I think I see it. We can't have any dark cells here because this A has to cut across here. So this A needs to hug the wall. There we go. Took way too long seeing that one. Alright, let's do the other 2-star here. It's another underclued grid. No 4 in a row and connect all dark cells. Well, geez. I guess we know that the snake's not going to go through here. Well, it's not a snake. It's just connect all dark cells. But our connection's not going to go through here. We need to... figure out which way it's going to go here. And we don't have, like, the snake rule. We don't have the no T rule. So it could very well, like, go all over the place if it wants to. But I guess the important part is to figure out where it can't go. So if we go here, we can't go this way. So we have to incorporate these tiles without coming up through this area. And the dark cell also can't escape here because it would be a 4 in a row. So we know... Could it go up the top? Let's see. So it could come out the top up here. No, it can't because there's too long of a bottleneck up here. Okay, so we know the dark cells have to come through this corridor right here. There's no other place for them to go. And then from this corner to here, it can be whatever connection for the most part. We're not going to be able to get in here. Well, we could from this side still get in there. That's tricky. Well, we could get in here, but we can't get up here. So we know that there's no dark cells that come up here. It's impossible for them to get up there. Same for right here. Dark cell could come as far as here, so I can't just mark those off. Could we get up here? If we went this way, then turn... No, we cannot get up here. And we can't get here either. But we could get as far as... You know, we can't get here, come to think of it. We can't get here or here. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And I believe that was a perfect as well. All right, here's a more interesting one. So let's place all of our given tile blockers here. I feel like this one... Okay, one tile remaining, and we've placed all the really obvious moves first. Great. So basically, there's going to be one tile here that, when you place it, it messes up everything else. It makes it so you can't cascade all the other tiles, because basically, when we're going to place one of these, it's going to be like, okay, this is going to go here, and then it's going to force these to go here, and that's going to force these to go here. It's going to be like a big old domino chain. So, which tile that is? We also know that it's not going to be a light cell connected to any of the 2s, because if it is a light cell connected to a 2, we know that we can fill in the dark cells around it. So it has to be a dark cell. We have to be blocking a certain 2 from coming out. This would be a really nice situation to have like a pencil tool or something here. Because I can like look at this tile and be like, okay, if we put a light tile here, then we have to put 2 dark tiles, so that's not right. If we put a dark tile, it doesn't really help either, so... I could eliminate tiles like that, but... yeah, I just have to kind of do it in my head, so just looking here thinking about these. Alright, well, while I was paused and thinking about it, I was doodling a few different things, and I accidentally solved it here, so I'm going to back up. I'm going to restart the puzzle and show you what I found. So these were our givens. Corner trick here. So what I found is that if we put a 2 here, this makes it so that these have to grow like this in such a way that when you get down here, this 2 gets blocked from both sides. So this, we know this one has to be dark. So, took me a second there to spot that one, but there we go. Alright, and then I believe there's one more puzzle left. I'm actually going to run save stats map real quick just to confirm that the only puzzle left is that one over there. Yep, that would be correct, just that one over there. Technically there's one down here somewhere. Where is it? It's down there in that area where all the water is falling, and then there's one right there. Those 2 are static, however, we're going to be visiting them much later for a very specific purpose, so I'm not going to worry about grabbing them right now. For now, I'm going to fly backwards here and land at this 5-star boy. Let's go. Okay, this is another... flow freestyle puzzle here. So this time they've given us the grid of dark cells, which basically need to be the separations between our light cells. And we need to get the light cells to all intersect here. I'm not going to necessarily try to perfect this one because I think it's probably a lot going on to try to perfect, but I will generally try to route things over here. We have a general idea of what things need to do, and we can also determine like if they don't need to do something. Like this bee doesn't have any business to be on the outer edge over here. It's just gonna loop back around itself. So anything like that we know is all right. Lock that off. Same for this B over here. So either this G or this E is gonna... well, not even necessarily either of those are gonna come back here, but let's see. Kind of gotta find everything first just because there's so many things here. All right. So this F and the G here in the middle of the board, they kind of, if we just go straight here, they're going to make like a wall of impenetrable for the stuff that needs to get down here, or from over here to get through. Let's see though, we have our A first. So I think what we need to do is, the A is already against the wall here. I think we want to roughly hug the wall with A and then get it out over here somewhere. But it needs to be somewhere where it makes sense to get out. So what if we go this way with the A, go down here. The H and E are gonna get trapped behind the A. So the H has to go below the A somehow. So the H could go like this way, question mark. RE though, RE is going to be a big disaster. So I think we might need to work on our E first. Maybe our E has to come up here, swing below the A, and pick up this E over here like that, and then the A has to go around it. But if the A goes around the E, how is B and C going to go out? So yeah, that can't be right. So E, where's G? I think our G, okay, let's do our G. I think our G has to be like this. And then how many colors do we have in here? We have E, H, A, F. Do we have a place for E, H, A, F to come in here? So let's say E comes through here, H, A, and F. Yeah, okay, so this is valid so far. Wait, F? No, F needs to be here. Where's E again? E is here. And where's F? F is inside there. So F is now cutting off E and not E. So G cannot go around this angle. That was incorrect. Now, if similarly, if F does that same path to get to F over here, we've now made it so G can't get in without being cut in half by either H, A, or E. So that's wrong too. Very tricky. What if we have A come over here on the left side, and then B is free to take the top, so... What if B takes the top? And then E has to come this way. Whoop. E has to come this way. A has to come around this way. And C has to go, like, around A. So C has to come probably here around the D. Does this even make sense? Do I have a mistake somewhere? Yeah. When you hit Foresight and it says the first tile you placed is a mistake, that's a good start, good start. Okay, so B does not go that way. I'm gonna go ahead and take that as a given. Alright, so we know B goes down, good start. We know it doesn't go left, because it would have no purpose to go left. So then C has to come this way. Alright. And these tiles have no purpose to go multiple directions. They really need to be as short as they can be. C probably just goes straight to C like that. Unless, I mean, it could come down here and pick up this A. Let's try if it goes down and picks up the A. Well, if it goes down to pick up the A, how's the E gonna get into here if the B is coming through? Oh, man. So the E, where's the E? The E would have to go over the F, so the E would have to come up here, and then, yeah, the A's just can't do it, so that can't be right. Or can it? So yeah, I'm just gonna assume it is not correct here. Yeah, so we're good so far here. Stell's correct. I mean, I don't know which way B is going yet, buddy. Okay, so there's our C done, at least. I wish this was like a regular flow-free grid, because regular flow-free grids are like a little easier to visualize. Doesn't make sense for this D to go and like wrap around anything. Like if it were to go wrap around this H, it would take like so much space up, then the A would be stuck though, so I think that, whoops, that's just going to be like this. And I'm just going to confirm that, yeah, that is correct. I don't know what you want me to do with that tile, leave me alone. So something's going to have to come around here, and it's not going to be the H, it's either going to be the A. No, it's going to be the A. Because something else needs to fill that space. It's going to come to there at minimum. This is going to be something, I don't know what yet. Could it be the A? No, it wouldn't make sense for the A to come and wrap around the path that just walked next to it. Could have just cut across here if it wanted to. So, probably going to be... not B. A is going to continue coming down this way. So if we've done this, we have locked in A and F, or G and F too hard, so maybe we go up like so. Leave leave G room to get around here. Alright. So G and F are now clear to get through here. We've totally locked in B, though, now that I'm looking at this, so that's not any good. Alright, let's undo. We go around B. No, we can't go around B. Not with that anyways. Either E or G have to go behind B there. Alright. So is this correct, at least? That is correct, at least, so. We're gonna use that one, and we're gonna say this one. We know this is correct, at least. What if we beeline it more straight towards A without coming down here and swooping behind the H? So we... whoops. We come around like this, perhaps? So we have H and B that needs to get out of here. I think I can actually go around here, and now H can come behind the A. Make that stop blinking at me, please. It's not really good utilization of space up here, though. So maybe the A, we want it to hug tighter up here. Like that. Is this is wrong, isn't it? Yep. Go back. Yikes. I thought I was decent at flow free. At some point I clicked that tile over there and forgot to unclick it, so... I think for the most part, all of the zigzag tiles here, every other tile needs to be light. I mean, I don't know why I'm bothering to mark these. Maybe it'll help me visualize the path of the light cell better. Just gonna pause while I fill this in real quick. Alright, well that's not a complete eyesore to look at now. I missed one over here. I guess this does kind of help because I can clearly see paths that have to be, or slightly more clearly see paths that have to be. And I'm pausing again. So, if I remember my flow-free rules, it makes no sense for a tile to come against a wall and then immediately pass itself, so we at least know this is true. Here. Any other places where a tile would go and immediately pass itself? Here on the H, it would do that. Okay. Getting somewhere, maybe. I think this A really does have to come up here and go around this H. Are we all good so far? Yep, still all good. Yeah, I know this tile, but I don't know what you want me to do with it. Sometimes foresight is a little lousy. Okay, so we have H coming in up here. We have A continuing across up here. Okay. There, now I can do something there. So none of these connections make sense for A to turn there like that. Am I still good? I'm still good. Okay, okay. B to continue going around this way. I think B has to come like this. Alright, I can visualize it now. And then G goes behind B. That must be it, right? Surely. Surely. Then G can come up here to let E come out. If I can not overlap them. Alright, so now we have E here, we have A here, and we have H here. So E... Let's get the F done. E needs to go behind A. H just goes straight to H, and A comes to A. Oh, man. Wow. What a flow free. Okay, well, that took up basically the remainder of the time of this episode. That's going to be it for Lucent Waters. We've done all the enclaves and all of the trials and static puzzles. So I'm going to really quickly fly over to the Autumn Falls. Is that what this place is called? We're going to activate Autumn Falls. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it says in the top right corner of my screen I should read. And this is where we will start next episode. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for Autumn Falls.